Mace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
Yay.
So I've been waiting all morning for this because earlier on the show we talked about the worst purchase you ever made, and TJ said he had to save his for extra funny today.
Yeah, extra funny.
Oh, extra funny. Okay.
Now we done piss people off.
I didn't know. I thought you just said extra funny. My bad.
I'm just looking at all this good news coming out about Jonah Hill. He's not having a good time, is he?
No,
right now?
Not at all.
Less. But you know, that's part of that whole stupid ass thing that people have always said that I've never agreed with, and then there was a survey now that they've done that said only 30% of Americans agree with it as well. There's no such thing as bad publicity. That's just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, ask Jim Baker and them if there's a such thing as bad publicity.
Yep.
I mean, Bernie Madoff, any of these people, you know, it's just like,
in that case, do they mean publicity that publicity maybe that doesn't include charges, like just publicity?
well, even at that, was it good publicity when Kramer was doing that stand-up act and started yelling the N-word at somebody?
No, it was not.
He didn't have
Right?
charges.
Yeah, there were no charges on that, but that was damn sure some bad publicity.
About the worst PR you can get.
And I remember thinking, well, first of all, what a dumbass, and then second of all, I didn't even know he did stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I learned he did stand up too.
That might have been his first time, first and last time.
Yeah.
Oh
On the
man,
flip side, bad publicity made Morgan Wallen stand out.
Yeah, worked for him, didn't it?
but
He was already doing. People already enjoyed his work. And
right, I think with his though, it didn't elevate him.
Fair enough.
You know, that's what they say publicity does. It elevates you. But what was I going to say?
Jonah Hill.
No, yeah. What all is coming? Like, I know that one ex of his is saying stuff about. None of this has been proven or anything, I don't think. But still, I'm sure he wishes that the publicity weren't there.
Yeah.
He'd rather no publicity right now than the bad publicity that he's getting.
Well, she posted text messages, screenshots of text messages. Let's see.
Yeah, but now aren't some other exes coming out and saying he did this with me and he did that and all that. And I've always said this. He just seems like he'd be annoying because he would yell a lot, all that yelling,
Yeah.
like he does in the movies and stuff.
And he's got that gross blonde hair now.
Yeah. I mean, he's gross. But a lot of people have stepped up to defend him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which doesn't happen often.
But is he one of those in Hollywood that everybody just likes, all the other Hollywood people like?
He hangs out with Leo.
Yeah, and that's Seth
Tobey
Rogen,
Maguire.
right?
Yeah. He's been in a couple of those.
Have y'all seen the documentary he did with his therapist that's on Netflix or one
have
of those
not.
I
things?
heard good things about it.
Yeah, I have too, but from the promos
Yeah.
for it.
That Jonah Hill did?
You won't believe this.
Yeah.
That Jonah Hill did with his therapist? Really?
Yeah. And I'm not going to watch it because I'm not that interested in it, and it's done all in black and white.
Oh, God.
I'm like, why in the hell would you do that? Okay, we get it.
Take yourself very seriously when you do black and white movies.
Especially when it's just about like the life of his therapist and what he has helped him with.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do a scene or two in black and white to show a transition or something, but don't do the whole thing in black. I mean, come on.
Silly.
That was when they redid the Justice League. They made it longer, made it a better movie, and then they were like, "Wait, there's a black and white one coming out next." Same thing, but just black and white. And I didn't watch that.
Yeah, because it's like going back to what what we evolved from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it used to be nothing but black and white TV and movies, and then they invented color, and then we should just keep going with that. Like every now and then you do a little something just as an accent or whatever in black and white, but don't do a whole movie in that shit.
I bet in your head it makes you think it's a period piece, so you're just not interested anymore.
Yeah, then you see Jonah Hill's fat ass. I'm just kidding. He's a lot thinner. He's,
And then you realize, oh, we're in today's times.
yeah, this is Jonah Hill. It's not, you know.
But does he look, even though he's thinner now, does he look more slovenly?
I think
The pictures I've seen of him, he looks more slovenly now that he's lost weight.
I think it's that weird hair he's got. It looks like he's never washed.
It's blonde and slick back, but long. But his hair kind of sticks out, so it slicks back, and then in the back it just kind of puffs out. So it's an odd look.
I'll take him over that Seth Rogen any day, though. Aren't they? Don't they work together and stuff? They've been on stuff together. Yeah, I would rather him than Seth Rogen. Ugh. I mean, he's Seth Rogen is just a one-way train now, though. He does nothing but talk about weed.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
He's pretty shallow when it comes to what he's doing now.
pot stuff.
But Jonah Hill can be a good actor
I think he's a really good actor.
when he's not just screaming like he did in Superbad.
Or didn't he just scream in Wolf of Wall Street too?
No.
I thought he did.
I don't know. I fell asleep during that
That
shit.
is a long movie.
Yeah. Dogs of War is another movie he's really good in.
Yeah, I fell asleep during Wolf of Wall Street, and when I woke up, my kids were in a different grade.
Long ass movie.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think that Leo DiCaprio is much of an actor either. I don't think he's much of an actor. I don't think Freddie Mercury was much of a singer,
Boy,
and Dale Earnhardt was a terrible race car driver.
these are some hot takes.
Well, they're just gonna burn the damn building down now. Call the cops. We're gonna need to get out of here.
I'm being sarcasm, of course.
They've already turned off the radio now. They're on the way. Mm-hmm. You don't talk about Dale.
We have a minor league baseball team in the area that we go see fairly regularly, called the Kannapolis Cannonballers, and their mascot is a little guy who is, you know, at the circus they shoot him out of the cannon, one of those
Right.
guys with the superhero cape and the whole thing. Well, that guy has the mascot in all of the drawings and the logos and everything has a thick mustache. And one of the people that works in the front office of the Cannonballers told me that the mustache was on the mascot because when they changed from being the Kannapolis Intimidators, so many people in that area, which is Dale Earnhardt's hometown, got pissed at him for changing the name of the team after it had been like however many years. Yeah. And they changed it. So just to try to make peace with them, they said the logo will still have the, you know, the traditional, the iconic Dale Earnhardt mustache.
But there are business aspects to reasons why they do stuff like that. I don't know why people can't realize that.
Well, have y'all ever seen that big, huge statue of Dale Earnhardt out there in Kannapolis in a little area? I did a silly pose beside it, and I'm sure if it got out, I mean, they would want to lock me up for blaspheming.
Did you do that during Small Town Adventures?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
You sent the first one. You're like, don't post that. Post this one. I wonder what.
It was just for your amusement.
Yeah.
What is that thing like? 12 feet tall?
It looks
10
huge.
feet tall? Something like that?
Yeah, it is. It's big. It's you know, it's nice work, as opposed to a lot of city art projects that aren't. They just. Oh, look! You think people?
I don't remember. Yeah, they don't. They wouldn't like that.
I'm not doing anything, you know, against him, and I'm just making a silly face. I mean, just imagine it's a 12-foot tall statue I actually am posing as if I'm helping Mr. Earnhardt
Yeah.
with something. But anyway, yeah, that's the reason their mascot has a mustache. At first, I thought they were trying to make him look like Mario.
Makes sense.
But, Riggins, I have a funny story about my wife. I know you like the stories where she does things that are just her. Mm-hmm. We had been at the furniture store the other day, Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. And we left our house. We met my little friend Jenny and her handsome husband Michael there. They're looking for some furniture. And we get out. We're in the store for about an hour, maybe a little more, looking at all kinds of furniture and stuff. And then as we're walking back out to our cars, this couple looked like they were about our age, was walking up to the building like they were going to go in and look at the furniture. Well, we said hey to them. How you doing? Hey, fine. How you doing? And then the lady, Jody's getting in the car, and the lady goes, excuse me, you have a beetle in your hair. Oh. And Jody goes, what? Oh, my God. Yeah. And she starts pulling at her hair, and she goes, it's those Japanese beetles that are, and they're everywhere in my house. I've got those bags out, keep them out of my flowers. And she starts explaining, like, I had one crawl. And the woman's kind of walking toward the building as she's looking back, talking to Jody. And Jody's yelling, yeah, I had one crawling on my neck the other day, like scared me to death. So they go into the building, and Jody gets in the car and shuts the door. As soon as the car door slams, she goes, oh, I'm telling you, those Japanese beetles are going to be the death of me. They are going to be the death of me.
I'm going to die.
She goes,
Screaming.
the other day she came in and she goes, hey, just so you know, I put 2 bags of those dead Japanese beetles in the back of your truck because they stink. I wasn't even going to put them in the garbage can. Yeah. So they're in the back of your truck. If you start smelling something, throw them away, in the dumpster or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
How big bags? Like little bags?
No, they're about this, like, how far is it? Like 2 feet? Yeah. And the thing, you don't put them right by the flowers that you're trying to protect. You put them a little bit away. Okay. And they just swarm, and something is attractive in that bag, and they get into the bag and die.
Okay, got it.
And so the bag is just a heavy, looks like it's got, BBs in it. Yeah. There's so many of those dead bugs.
And a lot of them are alive in there. We used to have them around our house, maybe 10 of them. Mm-hmm. And my dad would be like, before you throw it in the garbage can, take a tennis racket to it. Because they're all alive. Yeah. It doesn't kill them when they go in the bag. So we would stand out on the porch, me and my brothers, and hold it. One would hold the bag, the other would hold the tennis racket, and wham! And you just whack it one time and throw it away.
But I don't know why they stink.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get that. All right. And she came in the house and goes, well, went out to water my ferns yesterday, and those damn Japanese beetles are all over eating my ferns. Mm-hmm. I said, well, I guess you got to go get another bag. She goes, how many do I have to get?
A ton.
Thank God they're not supposed to last past July.
Because I'm going to die. Because they're going to be
the death of me. But she just assumed that the thing had been in her hair ever since we left the house. It could have been a different kind of a beetle or something. I don't know. It could have just been a different kind of bug.
Yeah.
But I think I would have noticed if she had a bug in her hair the whole time we were in the Sweet Dreams.
I think. Just on the back of her head?
In her ponytail.
Oh, ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gross.
Just resting up there. I know. That's why they're going to be the death of her.
Just chilling. I'm going to take a ride on your ponytail. I love Sweet Dreams.
Yeah. I just, I hope we didn't start an infestation inside the Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
They'd surely cancel their advertising of that. It's like we thought somebody was going to bring, bugs in here. We wouldn't have thought it would be y'all.
Jody, the Japanese beetle smuggler.
Yeah. Jody Jody Bughead.
Jody Junebug.
There's more of the Extra Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show. Next.
More of the Extra Funny podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV. Today on Ace TJ TV. It's Wednesday. Watch the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show live from 6 to 9 Eastern, or watch anytime on demand after 9. Then it's Extra Funny live at 9 Eastern and available anytime on demand after 10. And at 11, it's a new episode of Ace's podcast, Meaningful Meeting, available on demand. Ace TJ Prime Plus members, today, discover the Extra Funny podcast and the 15 minutes of Extra Funny only available to Ace TJ Prime Plus members. It's Ace TJ TV, available at acetj.com, the Ace and TJ app, or at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ace TJ Show.
No doubt you've heard the old saying, you can't have it all, but you can when it comes to great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere, because you know where Fahrenheit is. Fahrenheit, 21 stories above the city on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, is unbeatable, unmatched when it comes to food, service, drinks, and atmosphere. And it doesn't matter what you're in the mood for or what type of evening you're having. Romantic night with someone special? Perfect. Great place to hang out before an event uptown and have a few drinks? Perfect. Great place for dinner with friends and family? Perfect. Great place for a business dinner? Perfect. They can do it all, and they do it all every single day and every single night at Fahrenheit. You simply can't go wrong with Fahrenheit. No matter what type of atmosphere you're looking for, they've got it. And like I said, always the best food, the best drinks, and the best service. Get details, make reservations at FahrenheitCharlotte.com. That's FahrenheitCharlotte.com.
Tempur-Pedic is the nation's most recommended mattress. And you know why? Because they're really good. And we've got the complete line of Tempur-Pedic available right here at Sweet Dreams.
Right now, you can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic Breeze at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Let a member of the Dream Team help fit you to your just right Tempur-Pedic. Only at Sweet Dreams.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
If you have nagging pain in your joints, muscles, tendons, and ligaments, you may be able to get rid of that pain with no surgery, no medications, and no downtime, thanks to Neogenics, the most trusted stem cell clinic in the Carolinas, now in Ballantyne and Lake Norman. Get details at acetj.com/neogenics.
More than just a little funny. More than just average funny. This is Extra Funny. It's the Extra Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
See, I don't keep up with Major League Baseball enough anymore. I didn't even know that it was All-Star break time.
Yeah.
I saw something, I guess it was yesterday, about the home run derby and all that. And then I'm seeing pictures of the from the All-Star game last night, and I don't see anybody who looks like me, so I can't relate to it.
It's not doing anything.
Yeah, this Ohtani fella. He's Japanese, right?
So, yeah.
He received more All-Star votes than anybody else.
He's amazing.
And, I
Amazing.
do know that much. I keep up with the Major League Baseball enough to know that I really like him. He seems like a very sweet guy, and he's multi-talented in baseball. Old school, where pitchers hit and they play other positions when they're not pitching. Pitchers are soft now. They've been soft for years and years and years. Well, you too good to get out there and play outfield on the days you're not pitching? And you can't hit shit? Get out of here.
Say something like he's the first guy in 100 years to strike out 10 batters and hit 2 home runs in the same game. It's like, that's insane.
That's just the way it used to be, though, before they got all soft.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah. Now, they too worried about how much jewelry they're going to be wearing.
Yeah.
Baseball players of all kinds will wear some gaudy ass jewelry.
You know what?
What the hell is the deal with baseball players and their gaudy ass jewelry?
And case in point, College World Series. Tommy Tanks from LSU with his 2 big ass gold chains on. Or it's like, doesn't that bother you while you're playing? I guess I know obviously it doesn't because he played outstandingly well. But I thought the same thing. Like, damn, that's a lot of jewelry bouncing around when you're trying to run and stuff.
And I'm not a fan of jewelry on a man anyway.
Yeah.
But excessive jewelry when you're playing sports, no.
I'm a fan of excessive jewelry. I like a lot of jewelry. No woman's ever said that. I like a guy with a lot of jewelry.
Loaded up.
Yeah. That's a good look.
At least 3 rings on each hand.
Really go for it.
Big chain that just goes, where enough chains to where the big one just goes smaller and smaller and smaller until you get to a little one. That's what I like.
Yeah, that guy you guys were talking about, Tommy Tanks, there's a picture of him on Google image search where he has the chain in his mouth and he's posing for a picture.
Yeah, that's kind of a trademark of his, too. He like a nervous habit. He had the chain up in his mouth. He's from North Carolina.
Yeah, because
he's from Florida, I think, and he played at North Carolina State and was transferred to LSU. So you would think if he's gaudy like that, he would actually be a Louisianian. But no.
But he fell right into the culture.
Yeah.
He fell right into the culture.
But I mean, it's, not condemning them for it. I just don't get it. I don't like it.
It always seems like it would get in the way to me.
And it's ugly.
If you're trying to play and when you run and you've got 2 baseball players wearing a couple of different chains that are bouncing, it just seems like they would be problematic.
Would you see what's her name? Sha'Carri Richardson, the sprinter, She's in Nike commercials and stuff. I think her name is Sha'Carri. Right before she won a title last weekend, she pulls her whole wig off. I'm like, why'd you wear the wig to the track? Like literally right before she's takes her marker or whatever, the placement, she reaches down, it's like the Scooby-Doo reveal, pulls her wig off and just throws it down. Then she's got her braids and then
I don't blame her.
She flies.
I wonder if
extra weight. And,
But I wonder if some of that is like a ploy. Like, right before we run, I'm about to get a little bit faster, just to make her opponents kind of like her opponents like, oh damn, she's even taking her weave off or whatever wig.
If they're taking their weave off, I mean that's what I really
different
want to
deal.
Yeah, you can do that. But I don't know how many times though when I would be walking up to the plate when I played baseball as the number 4 hitter in the lineup, I would take my wig off. Throw it. I'd usually wait until I had 2 strikes on me and then throw it off.
Toss it over to the coach. Hey, hold this, coach. I gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, there she is. She's popped it off and
just throws it down on the ground.
Think it's like, hey, watch this. I'm about to get that much faster right here.
And apparently, there's a whole meaning behind it. I didn't know that, but
what is it?
I didn't read it.
When I'm going to look it up now,
It's got something to do with a deceased relative or something.
I don't
know. My aunt gonna watch my wig for me while I'm gone.
Can you watch this for me?
I don't know. See, I wish it was as acceptable for a man to wear a wig as it is a woman.
Well,
I'd come in here in different hair every day.
How do you spell her name, Riggins?
Shaccarri Richardson.
Wasn't even close. No wonder.
I'd be wearing one day I'd come in here with, spiky jet black.
Yeah.
Another day I'd come in with a little salt and pepper look. I'd have a different wig for every day.
Yeah, but the good ones, they're not. Can you take them off easily? Don't they get sewn into your head or something?
But no, those are. You mean those toupees that they sew into a guy's head?
I don't know.
They make snaps. Like they put the snaps in your scalp, and then you pop it on that way. I wouldn't want to do that. I'm talking about full wig like women wear.
Yeah.
Like one day, because when women take their extensions in and out. They don't think anything about it. You know, one day they show up at work, they got short hair. The next day they look like their hair is down the middle of their back.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a stigma against men in wigs.
Yeah.
You gotta remove that.
Yeah, we do. We got to, wigs for all. Free the wigs.
It's a man wig.
Yeah. So Sha'Carri Richardson spent a year being disciplined because she failed a drug test for marijuana. And all that was later transpired, she was smoking weed to help come to terms with the death of her mother. She was left off the U.S. Olympic team. She struggled upon returning to the track, but now she is back to being her best. So as she put it, let me get to her quote here. The reason why I did the wig reveal, I had my orange hair last time. I wanted to show that I'm still that girl, but I'm better, stronger, and wiser. Quote, I had to shed the old and present the new, end quote.
Yeah, we should have let somebody know that before you did it. Because, it went viral as, look at this crazy chick throwing her wig off onto the track. They looked like you were doing it to be funny or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like when people have to ask you what your tattoo means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be pretty self-explanatory.
Right. Or you got a personalized license plate that means nobody knows how to decipher it or anything. What's the point?
Yeah. But I'm thinking the wig thing, we could work that out. Get it? We could try like a different couple options or something and see which one works.
Yeah. So the double standard of it. I would gladly trade not being able to show my titties in public. The women would be like, yeah, well, we can wear wigs and you can't, but you can show your titties in public and we can't. I say, well, then I'll keep my titties covered. If I get to walk around with any kind of hair I want and nobody says anything about it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good trade.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can totally get away with that. That's a fair trade. But it would be distracting.
If I'm walking around with a wig and tank top.
Yeah. Like Elvis, like I'm picturing like big swooping bouffant.
Yeah, or, looking like Russell Brand.
Yeah.
They come in with some shit like that. Long.
Be dope.
Or even like Zac Efron. Like a short, thick hair look.
Kind of messy on top.
It'd just be like, well, we could have it sponsored every day.
Yeah.
Hair
sponsor. The sponsor of my wig. Yeah. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Hell yeah.
My wig is sponsored today by Barbie movie. In theaters everywhere. July 21st.
Big Barbie wig. Crazy. We should get blonde wigs on the day Barbie's out and they just wear them for the YouTube show. Have Barbie wigs.
That'd be a good idea. That's a fun idea. Yeah. So all of the Extra Funny podcasts, we'd all be wearing Barbie wigs.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever worn a wig for an extended period of time? Mm-mm. Oh God, it's so annoying.
I've never worn a wig for a short.
You've never even just put on a wig for being silly or anything?
Yeah, me either.
I have, as like never for a costume or something. I've done it for costumes and stuff.
It's annoying, isn't it?
It itches. Oh, it itches.
Yeah. Of course, I've only had cheap ass wigs. I never had.
Right.
Obviously, why would I have any expensive wigs? But
you talk about like a $7 wig.
Yeah, some Party City.
So you ordered it off Amazon or whatever for $7.
Yeah.
I think the last time I did that was when that Rock of Love show was popular, and Jody and I went to a costume party, and I was dressed as Bret Michaels, and she was one of the women on there.
Yeah.
Those were great costumes. So that was a great idea.
But it was itching and just felt dirty.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if we get sponsors, we can all get really good wigs. Yeah. We get like Mel's House of Hair or something.
Yeah.
Houseofhair.com. Mel. But see, Riggins, you probably can't comprehend any of that because you got such, good ass hair.
Yeah,
you probably wouldn't trade showing your titties for a wig.
I would not. I'm free them bad boys.
As often as you can.
Absolutely.
Neogenics presents the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show. Click on acetj.com/neogenics. More Extra Funny next.
Hey, it's Ace, and this is my man Toby, and look, we have a lot of meetings in life. Most of them are a waste of time, but I've got a meeting every week that I think could be helpful for all of us. It's called The Meaningful Meeting. It's a podcast that airs every Wednesday wherever you download podcasts, or you can watch it on YouTube on Ace TJ TV. And it's all about helping each other get through whatever it is we're going through. I'm not a specialist, I'm not a therapist, I'm just a guy who's gone to a lot of therapy and gone through a lot of stuff. And hopefully every week we give you something that you can take with you to make your week a little bit better and help you overcome whatever it is you're going through. So I hope you'll check it out every Wednesday, wherever you download podcasts, or right here on Ace TJ TV on YouTube. It's The Meaningful Meeting.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Lift!
You've heard of our all-star delivery team.
All 5 stars, every customer, every time.
But until now, you had no idea the rigorous training it takes to have the best delivery team in business.
That's it. Pivot. Pivot.
Get this sofa for just $7.99 and have it delivered by the best in the biz, only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
So proud of him.
Sounds like a sweet delivery to me.
Whether you're looking to just have a good time with friends or make some lifetime memories with your significant other or your family, no place has more to offer than Gaston County. Find out about all the incredible opportunities in Gaston County right now at acetj.com/Gaston.
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza, only at Papa John's.
Coming up after 10 on Ace TJ TV, it's The Meaningful Meeting. Watch live or on demand anytime on Ace TJ TV.
You want to be like me? Yeah. Funny podcast. Find out more about Neogenics at acetj.com/neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
Yeah. There's an article about educating people on proper etiquette at nude beaches. Ugh. I don't think there are any nude beaches in North or South Carolina where we live, are there?
Not that I've heard of.
Would it be law related? Like why we wouldn't?
Huh? Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're not dirt bags.
Yeah.
I think Miami has topless beaches. I don't know if you can let it all hang out there. But this is for the nude beaches.
There are nude beaches in South Carolina, I think.
Oh, really?
Folly Beach has a section that apparently is nude.
Oh. Well, these are the 5 tips things you should never do at a nude beach. Like if you're a new person there. This is not a joke. This is serious. Serious business. Don't take pictures.
Yep.
Or if you do, You know, like if you're going to take a selfie at sunset, make sure it's obvious no one's in the background. If you're there with someone, no PDA. Anything that even resembles sexual activity is frowned upon. Number 3, don't talk about anyone's body, even if you think it's a compliment. It's not something you're supposed to do. Number 2 is no gawking. Make sure you don't stare at anyone too long. And if you strike up a conversation with a stranger, maintain eye contact. And the number 1 thing is don't park your your chair or blanket too close to anyone. Just like a regular beach, leave some room. It's even more important when everyone's naked. All right, so here's the thing. You are breaking or changing the rules of society, of what our civil society is, by wanting to go somewhere where you're naked in public. Mm-hmm. But yet then you're going to hand down all these rules that everybody else has to follow.
Yeah. Come on.
Why in the hell would you expect that you're going to be naked and somebody not look at you? What determines looking at you too long?
Exactly.
And why is it an insult if somebody thinks that being naked is so great for you to say, hey, you know, you got a nice set of breasts on you there, lady. You're out here showing them. Ooh, your boobs are really getting tan. Looking good.
Because it's all about just being free, right? It's all about just being out. It's not about the body. It's not about being sexy. It's not about sex. It's not about what looks good or turns you on. It's just about being free.
Yeah, I know that's what they say, but I think they're full of shit.
I would tend to agree.
How dare you sexualize this?
I mean,
I know.
You're going out there naked because you want attention. You want to be different. You want to be unique. So the rules, these oppressive rules of society, can be broken at least for a little while, and we can be out here as God or intended us to. If any nudists believe in God, you know. And then I don't know whether they're talking about people who are on the nude beach that aren't nudists. Like if it's a clothing optional beach, or if everybody's naked. Because if everybody's naked, it should be fair game. Gawk if you want. They can gawk back at you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're just saying this is our etiquette. This is our rule book. Nothing's on paper. But is it just so guys can't? It's just topless. Women can get topless.
No, this is nude.
So guys can.
It's a different. Yeah, everybody's naked.
Everybody can.
And there are some in North and South Carolina, but it's totally nude.
Nice balls, man.
Yeah, I know. It's like, hey, man, you got a sack hanging on you.
You're not supposed to do that. Come on. What are you, the nudity Nazis or something? You can't give a compliment.
Because if it's just a regular beach and there's a guy who's got, ripped abs.
Yeah.
You could say, hey, man, you can tell you work hard, working out and everything. You know, it's inspiration.
Can't say hard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you inspire me. Maybe I'm going to get in the gym when I get back home.
Yeah.
You can say that. Say, man, these calves are kicking. Those bass bellies you got are looking good.
Thanks, man.
But if he's naked, you can't even say that. Looks like it'll be the opposite. They want you to look at every part of them.
I feel like it's totally okay to say that because everybody's so comfortable with their bodies.
Yeah. I mean, you're out here. What is that position where they're getting the vitamin D in their booty holes?
I forget
what do they call that?
Or something?
Perennial
Perineum
something. Yeah.
Tanning or whatever.
You're not gonna compliment that if you see something nice. Hey, man, pretty flexible there. I pretty much, see your kidneys.
I've never seen such perfectly tanned beehole.
Yeah, you
nice
look like
taint, man.
So, yeah. So what's the other one? Don't take pictures. What?
Yeah.
Come on. Why would I be out there?
What if you want to take a picture of you have like take a picture of yourself. Say, hey, here, take a picture of me out here on the beach.
Yeah, they I think they pointed that out there. Just
Yeah, make sure nobody's
in the
behind you.
background.
But I think one of these rules about a nude beach should be don't be ugly
Yeah,
if you're going to be out there naked.
be nice to look at.
Why do I get the feeling that most of the people are ugly, though?
Yeah, because we always talk about that there are no good-looking nudists. I don't think there's ever been one recorded.
It's like damn Bigfoot.
In the history of nudists, there's not been one recorded
No.
attractive nudist.
It's like Loch Ness and them. Nobody's really ever seen one. The legendary Rougarou monster in South Louisiana in the swamps.
Damn chupacabra.
But do you have to be a nudist to go to a nude beach and participate? Like you could be just somebody who wanted to get naked on the beach one day,
Sure.
right? You don't
Yeah,
have
you
to
could
be
just
a
say, hey-
full-fledged, part of your lifestyle.
Yeah, like hey, remember that time we did that thing on the radio where an intern lost a bet and we sent him to intern Haas had to go to that nudist colony. So
Yeah.
he wasn't a nudist, but they allowed him to come. You just come and pay for the day, and he went and had to be nude all day with those people playing volleyball and swimming and where they play a little ping pong and whatever else they did. I don't know.
Ping dong, they called it.
Yeah, we couldn't do that today on the radio.
Yeah, we couldn't do that at all with an underling. Hey, you're gonna go get naked. I just think if you're going to be naked on the beach, then you should be less of a prude about what people can do around you.
You would think they would be a little more lax with the rules.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm out here. This the human body is beautiful. That's what they say. Let's show it off, but don't look at it.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Don't sit too close to me.
Don't gawk.
Well, I think that's just a standard beach rule. You shouldn't be too close to people.
Yeah,
on
I
the
think
beach.
that's what
Yeah.
they're saying.
Yeah. Would you ever go to not to get naked, Riggins, but would you go to a nude beach if it was like a clothing optional thing?
Sure.
But
One time, just to see what it's like, and then I'm sure you learn pretty quick. You're like, this is disgusting.
But it's like in Australia, I think all the beaches are
topless.
You don't. Women don't have to wear tops at any beach.
Yeah, and I went to the beach in Australia.
Yeah, me too.
And they're not all ugly.
Nope.
No.
It's like a mom and her kids were out there, and she looked good.
I didn't see her.
The day that I went.
Ma'am, I know you're with your kids, but man, what a hole.
Yeah.
Australian phrase for nice titties. How do you say that in Australian?
Yeah. Hey, I'm from Louisiana. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
So you would go, Riggins, just see what it was like?
Sure, I mean, yeah.
For the experience?
Yeah.
I didn't ask you, Ace, because I know you would. You would go and participate.
I would go just to see what it's all about.
But you would get naked, though, wouldn't you?
No, I don't have any desire to be naked. I'm way too fair skinned for that.
They make sunscreen for your intimate areas.
Yeah, I don't think my intimate
It's the
areas
same-
can be exposed
It'd be
like
the
that.
same sunscreen, right? You just gotta,
I never really thought about it.
you can just rub it in the areas that are usually not exposed to the sun.
I feel like you'd need to get a higher SPF if you're putting on your butthole.
But you'd have to rub it in before you go to the beach.
Hey, would you do my back and rectum? Could you just get it up in there, slather me down really well, and we'll be protected. I'm gonna need about a SPF 90 in the undercarriage.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.